Yeah! Episode 1.
Welcome, everybody, to the very first episode of Enjoy the Buzz. We are your co-hosts for this lovely new podcast. This is...
I am Truant.
And I am Justin. We will be your hosts for this amazing podcast. Luckily, even though this is our first episode, we're actually able to secure a nice sponsor for this first time.
A really nice one.
A really nice one. And with that, we'll go ahead and cut to our sponsorship.
Do you ever feel like a shadow of your former self? Do you ever feel like you're past your prime, now having to think about what you put in your body? Remember getting shit-faced with the boys? The boys. Well, boy, don't we got a surprise for you. Introducing the happy hour thinking.
Nah, man, it's the happy hour.
And you both got it wrong. It's the happy hour to something. Bag.
Introducing it's a fucking straw. Slizzy straw.
Amazing.
Also, we got liquid holder. It can hold your beer. It can hold your water. It can hold just about anything.
Oh man, there's a line at the boys' bathroom.
The boys! Also, we got all reliable. Never failed me. Ever. Everyone else did. But you never failed me once. Also, we got the ball. You're gonna be popular. So don't be a bitch. Just buy it already. Do it. Buy it. Yo, if you buy it, I'll throw in the fucking key.
What the fuck are we gonna do with a key?
Durable.
Yay! How'd you like our sponsor?
Very exclusive sponsor. We were able to secure that deal. It took a lot of work in
We got
between
the bag.
trying to get it. Yeah, we do have the bag, and luckily they did send us a couple samples to work with. And in there is our drinks.
Let's get it. So our show is Enjoy the Buzz. You know, we're gonna have a good time with you. We're not gonna think too seriously. We're gonna hit on some topics, and we're gonna cheers to life's ups and come downs.
So with that being said, all right, there's something that I need to get off my chest for sure. I know it's towards the end of the year and whatnot, and it's been a very difficult year. And there's something else that kind of is griping me right now, okay? And I gotta get off my chest. It has to do with the Spotify year wrap stuff, okay? Because normally...
I look forward to this every year.
I do too, okay? It's a great time of the year because I'm usually a very busy person, and it gives me a lot of good music, and I get to also enjoy a lot of the old tracks that I was listening to beforehand.
Reflect back, yeah.
But I have a gripe with it this year. This is, I think, one of the few times Spotify is fucked up, and I will admit to it. So, if you see my top 5, this has been the year of Zell for me. I made that very clear. I posted it on Instagram. It's one of the few times I was touting the Spotify rap and whatnot. But now I'm annoyed.
Right.
Because Zell, again, year of Zell for me, fucking Unlocked, phenomenal album, great album. Listened to it a whole bunch and a lot of his other stuff. But the thing that I'm annoyed about is that I got robbed of one of my top 5s. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because Unlocked is actually under two artist names. It's under Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats.
Damn.
So here's the thing:
Damn.
Unlocked, the entirety of the album is in my like top 100 songs of the year. The entire album's in there, and there's a whole bunch of other Denzel Curry songs.
And they mismatched it.
Yeah, they mismatched it. So now my top two is Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats. I was robbed entirely of a different artist. So mind you, Kenny Beats is a phenomenal producer, and I love the stuff that he does.
We're not putting him down, but it's our top five.
Yeah, but it's like my top five.
Okay,
like,
that makes sense.
I was expecting something else, like maybe one of the hardcore bands listening, like Woe Is Me or something like that.
This was my first year Kanye not being number one. He dropped to 4.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
He's 4th on my list as well.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I've always had Q almost every single year. Number 2, number 2, number 2. He inched out this year, number 1. I'm under the 0.5 of top listeners to Schoolboy Q.
I'm that for Denzel Curry. Ironically, Q has actually been inched out of my list.
Damn.
Again, Spotify has really it done some questionable moves to me. I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit hurt from it, and I'm trying to recover. Seeing that list, and admittedly speaking, Kanye's also my list. Like I said, he's my top 4. I don't think he belongs there.
Yeah, I think a lot of that came from replaying older music from Kanye, as opposed to his newer stuff.
What's weird is that, like, for me, it's not even the fact that I don't think I'm replaying his old stuff. I think it's Spotify doing that thing where it chooses what song you want to hear.
Yeah, and I was telling you that, like, I put certain songs in playlists, but for me, Spotify has this thing where it's always favoriting certain songs more.
Yeah, it does it all the time.
Yeah, definitely during shuffle.
Yeah, there's always a song in there in the shuffle that I hear it and I immediately skip it.
Right.
It doesn't last nowhere more than 5 to 10 seconds, but I'm too lazy to fucking take it off my playlist because that's a lot of work to do, even though it's like 3 different like interactions with the fucking app. I just don't want to do it. I don't. And now I get that, and it's forcing me to have songs that I just don't want in my playlist.
Yeah.
It's kind of upsetting.
So, like, but despite those kind of things, though, like, I still super enjoy rap every single year because I get to see, like, how, like, weird my taste was for the entire year. It's a great check mark. And then this year was super eclectic. It always is, but this year more than, like, any other year. Number 1, Schoolboy Q.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Grimes. Number 3, Bring Me the Horizon. Number 4, Kanye West. And number 5, Blink-182. Like, that's, like, for a top 5 artists, like, that's all over the place. Like, none of them really share a genre.
I just want to voice my gripe with Grimes. I'm thoroughly impressed that that's your number 2. Because
Try to get him into it, it wouldn't work.
I just don't get the appeal, man. I really don't.
I've been committed since high school, and I have no one to, like, share my excitement with this artist. So it's kind of like my personal thing, which kind of sucks because I want to share it with and talk about it with other people, but like I can't, like, because I guess like that's a very esoteric taste. So yeah.
It really is, because I tried listening to it. I really did. I gave it the college try, and it just sounded like noise, man. And I've listened to some like very weird bands and artists.
The cool thing, how her like acclaim to her career, like she didn't know how to produce or like play any instruments. Like she kind of like played with her laptop, just making funky sounds. And she's like, "All right, I made this funky sound. Like, I'm gonna tape them together." And like that's how she learned. She like and she was publishing those songs. Like it wasn't trial and error. It was trial. Let's put it into production.
I mean,
so that's where her sound style came from.
All right, okay. I get that. That actually makes a lot more sense. Kudos there, because, she's now has a child with Elon Musk, so, and has a very successful music career despite the fact that I just can't get into it.
That child's gonna come out alien blue.
It already has a fucking name that sounds like a router, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of wild. I don't get it. It's just celebrity names in general are just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. I could see like a drink being named after that kid, just because like it's so like far out, that like when you're trying to order it at a bar, you're gonna sound fucked up. So the bartender's gonna be like, "All right, I know exactly what you want. Bartender, can I get the 12? Oh, you try and get fucked up. You try and get fucked up. I got you, son, right here. You're gonna be seeing Mars in no time.
I just feel like that type of drink it would just be a whole bunch of shit.
It's gonna light you out, dude.
It's gonna light you out, but in a way that like you kind of reassess your life afterwards.
Like an AMF, huh?
Like an AMF.
Like an AMF.
Yeah.
Oh, that brings us to one of our segments. We're gonna have multiple segments each week, and actually, yeah. So here is a party host. Essentially, what we're gonna be doing is, talk about what messed you up in a certain night. Could have been from a certain drink, and yeah, we'll tell both our stories.
Do you want to go first, or should I go first on this one?
I mean, I could go first. I'll go first. I was thinking about an AMF. So, okay. Horrible story. Horrible story. I'm a terrible human being with a lot of bad habits. A lot better now. I think. I'm lying to you. So, it was the day after a friend's funeral. And we went out to the bar. And, I decided to buy 2 fish bowls of an AMF. And I shared them lightly. Keyword lightly. I bodied them both pretty much by myself.
How big were these fish bowls?
Fish bowls.
Oh.
They put like a handful of straws. Like it was meant to be shared by more than 4 people,
Okay.
Last thing I remember was winning cell phone chargers. Package never worked. And that's it. I was in the smoking section, and then I fucking remember just being kicked out at Howl at the Moon at Universal Studios with a bunch of cops outside. I couldn't find my DD. He disappeared. He wasn't in the bar. They wouldn't allow me back in the bar because they had kicked me out because I was hella sloppy. And I go outside, and I'm like, all right, I need to find these people. And then I see just a gang of cops outside Howl at the Moon, and I was like, all right, I need to find them, but not here. And as my heart was pumping and I was pacing more to figure out how I'm gonna get home, I just got drunker and drunker. And I had a handful of friends there, and my drunk thoughts was, hey, let me call my homeboy who lives in fucking Lancaster to come pick me up, So I hit him up, and he's like, yeah, bro, I'm in Northridge right now at a party, so I'll pick you up right now. I'm like, all right, bet, good luck, He's an awesome friend for doing that. And then I'm waiting for him, where is he? This is where he told me to meet him. And so I text him, and bro, where you at? But I'm saying I was sloppy, it wasn't, elegant the way I was making it out to be. And all of a sudden, Ralph is responding to me, turn left, I'm behind you. Go 100 yards to the right, okay? I texted him in our funeral group chat from the day before, okay? Yeah, that's weird, but they jumped in on it.
No.
Yeah, that's a big no. But they jumped in on it, and they're just telling me to go different directions. They were all just fucking with me.
Oh, so everyone is sending you a different direction.
Yeah, they were just fucking with me, and I thought it was just Ralph the entire time. Because he was the first name in the group chat, and that's who I intended to call. And just because of the time, they were so near each other, and I'm just bro, where does he take me and shit like that. And then I just remember saying, Stevie, no. So I was just no, I'm going the wrong direction. Theater left, and not my left, stage left, right? I don't know how he found me. I looked, next morning, I see the text, and I'm just oh, no, that was not Ralph. That was not how he found me after me going through that adventure. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe he pieced the pieces together. He's all right, I told him to meet him here. All right, I'm gonna stand here. Okay, go left. Okay. And maybe that's what happened. I don't know, bro, but that was... Yeah. That's my story.
All right, can I ask, what was the follow-up to that? Because I can only imagine.
Okay, so the follow-up to that was I get back to my home. My DD, Rob, his car was there, but he was not at my place. I went around the whole block stumbling. I was screaming 3, 4 in the morning, Rob! Rob! And then I really had to pee. And then I was banging the door, and our other roommate was in the shower, and I was oh, my bad. And I kept coming back. I got to pee, I'm in the shower, oh, my bad. And then the last time, I was the 3rd or 4th time, still waiting for Rob. like, oh man, I really gotta pee. And then I forgot he was in the shower. I see the light on. I remember hearing the shower going on, but my brain just did not work. And I just remember like kicking the fucking door, and it finally opened, and all I hear is a loud ass, "What the fuck?" And I was like, oh, I sobered up. I was like, oh, all right. I'm gonna go outside and pee in Rob's tire, come back and just go to sleep. I need to go to bed. And the following morning, they were just like, Steve, you're a dumbass or whatever, you know. But like that was it. That was it, you know. Like, but you know, that was the story. It was the story.
That mine's is not as how was the best way to put it? It didn't come from like a very bad to medium circumstances.
Yeah.
Alright, this is it's my turn though. Okay, so story for an AMF. Now, one thing I love to do all the time is fucking just make drinks.
Right.
That's always my mindset. Every time I go to a party, like from
going to bartending school over here.
Going to bartending school right now.
Future tipsy bartender.
You know, maybe not as illustrious, but you know, definitely trying to be as good of a bartender as possible.
Right.
So this is when I was working at a previous job, my like 2-3 jobs beforehand, and you know, it was at a trampoline park, so it was pretty laid back. Everyone there was pretty cool with each other, and it was pretty consistently getting fucked up at least like 2-3 times a week.
Right.
It was a pretty normal occurrence for us to even like drink in the parking lot or drink during like on the clock and whatnot. It was normal. And so
that's why you survived like a job with a bunch of ball pits and children screaming. Like, I fully understand.
Jeez,
I do not blame him. I do not blame him.
That job was just it was a lot. It was so much.
It smells like socks everywhere I go.
So the ironic part was that like the general managers and the managers would also go and party out with us. Same with the supervisors. Like everyone was cool with each other. Everyone who was cool with each other had different positions and whatnot. So we'll all go and drink and shit. So me and one of my friends who was one of like the heavier drinkers, like with me at the time, we just had a decision. You know what? Let's just fucking make AMFs. Let's just make a big fucking jug of AMFs at a friend's house and just get super fucked up. Now
sounds like a night out.
This was a whole ass process too.
Yeah.
Because AMFs like making it. There's like 6-7 different fucking bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
what's insane about AMFs, like it's an insane amount of different liquor. It's like 99% liquor.
Yeah.
But you cannot taste liquor as you would individually.
If you make it right,
it's dangerous.
You don't taste it. And we made it right that night. We made it really fucking well. So we get this like big.
You gonna learn today.
We get this big fucking jug that's like meant for like lemonade and whatever to mix in, and we just fill the motherfucker to the top, and we put ice in there so you know it chills and eventually the ice dilutes and everything. We make like probably 2 or 3 of these throughout the night. Big ass jugs. There's 7-8 of us there, and 3 people don't drink.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my homie were fucking just going through this, and we're just pounding it like it's nothing. And me in particular, I'm drinking a lot of this. Because AMFs at that time was like my go-to drink. Anytime I'll go to the club or like go to like a bar, that would be my go-to drink.
When you graduate from like Jack Daniels and Bud Light, and now you're like, oh, I know what's in the menu, you know?
Yeah,
like,
it was like, I know a cool mixed drink.
Yeah, you start to like be a certain type of way. Like, yeah.
But at the same time,
I'll have an LA water, please.
I know what that is. I'm a big adult person.
It's like a AMF, just like a lighter tint of green. That's the only real difference.
So we make this drink, and we're getting fucked up, me and this dude.
Yeah.
And I remember about the second pitcher, making the second pitcher.
Yeah.
I don't remember drinking it, but apparently I drank a lot of it.
You don't remember drinking like a near entire pitcher.
You know, that's a lot, but to say about half of the pitcher isn't about a far possibility at the same time.
Okay.
I drink a shit ton. And so I'm blacked out and drunk as shit at this point. And I have no idea what's going on. So everything that happens from this point was then related to me. So we're at this friend's house and we're at the campfire and whatnot, and we're just, it was a kickback and we were enjoying ourselves. And someone had the idea to go to Walmart.
Right.
And I'm drunk as shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucked up. And a lot of us are fucked up. But the person who's driving, didn't drink and they want to get snacks and whatnot. So all right, fuck it. We all pile into this big ass SUV and we drive to Walmart. So me and the 2 other drunk idiots like we're really fucked up at this point, decides to get like the automatic wheelchairs.
Oh,
the one that-
at the grocery store.
At the grocery store. So we start getting these, and we're fucking drifting throughout the entirety of the Walmart, and it's late as shit. I think it's like a 24-hour Walmart at this point in time. So
the good old days, man.
The good old days. So it's like 2, 3 in the morning. None of the employees give a goddamn what we're doing. They don't give a shit. It's too early in the morning or too late for them to care. So we're
they work at Walmart.
Yeah, they work at Walmart.
Their ambitions are only so high.
Damn, dude, that's fucked up. So
Oh, fuck, that is fucked up.
So we're there, and so a little like side note. At this time in my life, I was really obsessed with like Pokemon, the trading card game.
Yeah,
I was really into it. I was watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos onto it because, you know, super nerdy shit. In my drunken fucking mind, as soon as we rolled to the parking lot, I was like, I need to buy Pokemon cards.
I remember that. That was like, and the thing was like, this happened like after the Pokemon phase. Like you're in your Pokemon phase. You grew up out of adolescence, teenage years. You became an adult. You got a job, got responsibilities. I'm back into Pokemon.
Because I didn't know it was competitive. I remember as a kid, I would fucking collect all the cards. I'm like, oh, it's cool cards. But then I found out, like, wait, you can actually make money off of this shit? You can compete with people?
Yeah, we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A little more competitively back then. Not
so
so much Pokemon, but we collected Pokemon way more.
So I fucking found out there's a competitive scene, and I was fucking obsessed with it. I was really into it. And I'm drunk as shit. Driving this fucking automatic wheelchair through Walmart at 3 in the morning, plastered out of my mind. Fucking, I need Pokemon cards. I need Pokemon cards.
Hey you, checking the receipt. Checking the receipt. Check it. I wanna be the very best.
So
don't draw a smiley face. Draw Pikachu on my receipt.
So apparently, I was fucking successful in obtaining Pokemon cards. But I have no collection of this. And I'm blacked out fucking drunk. So fast forward like 4 or 5 hours, someone drops me off at my house and I pass out in bed. And I have a shift the next morning. It's at 10 a.m. I don't wake up until like 12:45, 1 p.m. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I wake up is because my general manager, who was with us the night before, has been fucking spamming my phone for almost 3 hours, calling me and texting me, where the fuck you at? Are you coming to work?
Oh, shit.
Where the fuck are you?
Oh, shit.
I'm drunk as shit.
Yeah.
And I answered my phone, and I'm still, like, delirious. I'm still, like, super tired. I answer my phone, and she picks up. I pick up, and she just immediately off the bat, where the fuck are you? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, look at your phone, look what time it is. I check, and it's 12:45. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm so fucking sorry.
I was busy trying to be the very best.
It was because she was out with us last night. She was like, the only reason why I'm not gonna fire you right now is because I know how fucked up you got last night.
She was with you.
Yeah, she was with us.
Okay.
So sick as fuck. And so, you know, I get ready real quick, and I'm still drunk as shit. I fucking take a cold shower to try and recover myself, and I get out. I get a ride to work. This all happens in like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I was nearby my job. I get there. Again, I was like, I'm so sorry. I promise it will happen again. But I'm still drunk.
I swear to God, I'm not God.
I'm drunk. I'm exhausted. I'm dehydrated as all hell.
Mm-hmm. You look like a little red, overinflated pimple.
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
Yeah.
And like everyone who wasn't hanging out with us knew I was fucked up. All the other workers knew from the jump, just from seeing me. And so, and like I said, I get to work fucked up. And my general manager's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Just, I know you're drunk as shit. Go to the private court, sober up for a couple hours.
That's the thing. When I was working at Magic, like, oh, go sleep it off at the banana pit. Or when I was at Macy's, like, sleeping under the desk while freaking, like, Amber and Ricky are having, like, you know, a laugh fest, enjoying my misery while I'm just, like, under the table, like, end me now. End me now.
That's kind of the appeal of those type of jobs, though. I mean, like, yeah, they're like, I get it. They're like more supposed to be like in your younger years and whatnot, but they do have that kind of like nice appeal because you do develop that friendship with everybody. And
I miss those retail jobs. They're fun.
Those type of jobs are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Especially now since like adult fucking world finally kicked in. That shit's not fun, dude.
Yeah,
it
I know,
really
right?
isn't.
Adulting sucks. I've been doing it for a very long time and I haven't figured it out yet. I mean, like, I still eat, like, microwave burritos sometimes, you know?
You know, that's what, like, I've never understood the microwave burritos. I've tried eating them.
They're butthole. They're just cheap protein.
It's not even the fact that they don't taste good. It's like, dude, like, it really does fuck up my whole ass system. And it's been doing this for years. Like, I can't shit for a couple days after I have one of those burritos because it just gets stuck inside of me.
Because it's all, like, freaking, like, 30% tortilla, 30% beans. No, I got the math wrong. It's like 40% tortilla, 40% beans, and like the little 20% like the little salsa and little pieces of chicken you get in it. Like you're getting a little bit of the good stuff. You're getting the shit that like clogs like the exit. You know?
It really does, dude. Like it's such a like that feeling too, and it happens every time, and I know it happens every time. There's a reason why you'll never see a fucking frozen burrito in my fridge or my freezer. I don't understand how you do it. I don't understand how other people do it. And like it's the same shit for like Taco Bell and Del Taco. Like
see the problem with Del Taco. Taco Bell's fire.
Okay, I'll give them one thing. They're like their carnitas fries. I'll give them that. That is a solid item on their fucking menu.
Del Taco? I cannot get behind their carnitas.
It's like it's very shitty and very like cheap carnitas, but at the same time, it's like if I'm craving this, I'm expecting that, and I'm getting exactly what I want. There's no bells, there's no whistles. It's just carnitas on fucking reheated fries, a dollop of fucking sour cream, and just cilantro for flavor.
For me, like 2 blocks past Del Taco, I have a taco stand under a tarp next to the train tracks. So like, if I want the grimy fix, that's where I go for the grimy fix.
I mean, I live in the fucking valley, so any corner I go to, there's gonna be a taco truck.
Okay, so for you, Del Taco is like a change of pace, you know?
Yeah, because it's like, it's like, all right, do I want authentic Mexican food or just want, like some just shitty food? That's the thing.
If it's not authentic for me, it's a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Okay, yeah, so that's where we definitely differ. I have to mix it up. I have to, lower my expectations, so then I get excited to go back to the taco trucks again. Because I go to the taco trucks a lot. I go, when the world is
I need to be punished to be reminded how much I appreciate tacos.
You can't have too much of a good thing. You gotta remember your roots. You gotta remember where you came from. And that's how it works. So like Del Taco, Taco Bell, it's a super rare fucking craving when I do get it. But if it's not those carnitas fries, like every single time, it just fucks up my system.
You know what I'll give Del Taco though? The cheesy fries with the jalapenos on it.
I have not tried it. I found my item and I've been sticking to it for a long period of time.
Respect. I've never changed my Chipotle fucking order since high school. So
yeah, same. I feel like Chipotle, you find your item and you kind of stick to it until the day you die.
Yeah, really. Whenever I feel guilty, I'll remove the tortilla, but like outside of that, that's me being like, adventurous,
I because I tried to do keto for a while, back, way back when. And Chipotle really lost its like strong hold on me during keto because I didn't have the tortilla. I had to kept on eating the bowl and everything with the lettuce. And I used to love Chipotle. Yeah. And it's still enjoyable.
It's not the same though when you're holding that aborted baby in your hands, Like
it's funny you mention that because in one of my old phones, I had like probably over a dozen pictures on my phone where I just put it on my forearm and just take a picture of it and like, this is how much distance I'm eating and putting in my body.
In retrospect, ladies and gentlemen, I'm putting a whole forearm fist up my ass is what I'm doing.
Like, I could take that burrito and I could get like one of the clips from like the thumbnails from Pornhub and put it next to the girl's face and it's like the same thing for the video of like the comparison of just like how huge it is. It's like, it's an ungodly amount of food. And it just makes me realize at the time I ate two Chipotle burritos in one sitting, just how much of an abomination of a human being I can be. Because I like just that amount of food in my stomach. Like, I know it's talking about blockage before from the frozen burritos, but man, you know, the pain that I put my body through for two burritos just stacked on top of each other.
Well, you really should not feel that shitty of a human being, because think about how many super large burritos Jenna Hayes will get, or Riley Reid will get, and just consider about the way more amount of pain that they're experiencing.
All right,
you know,
that's okay.
Whatever grounds you, you know, like it's worse for other people. Like it could be worse.
I really don't like how you're using burritos as a euphemism, because now it's gonna fuck up me eating burritos for a while.
Do you get black beans or brown beans?
I don't want to answer that question. All right, you know, I'm gonna walk away from that one. I'm gonna take my dignity and try to walk away with as much of it as I can.
Respect.
There's no correct answer to that. They fucked up for that one. I'll give you that. Man, it's just some fucked up situations where it's like, I do some things and I know with burritos, it's a testament. I put my body through a lot of fucking pain for it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wanted to see how far the human body can take it.
Damn, you going hard. Damn.
Smooth transition there.
Smooth transition. Bring us to our next topic.
So, Humans Go Hard is one of our reoccurring segments. You know, we hear a lot of negativity that's going on in the world, especially nowadays. You know, everything
from TikTok to YouTube is always conspiracy this. What is this person doing wrong? Let's cancel this person.
Yeah, man, the world's fucking on fire and it's exhausting. And
what we should be doing
is, you know, celebrating humanity and the accomplishments that we do. So that's what the entire purpose of this segment is. You know,
humans go hard.
Exactly,
we
man.
do so much good.
There's so much cool fucking shit that humans have done throughout history and are still doing right now.
Think about it. We could like dig some ice like a couple 100 feet later. Like we know the weather, what lived there, who took a shit there, something that happened 1 billion years ago. Like.
Yeah, man, we're sending rockets back into space. We're trying to go to the moon. We're trying to
land them back on Earth.
You know, not all the time, considering, you know, the most recent space.
But we're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, you know,
considering it's still a pretty new thing. Elon is trying really hard, you guys.
Elon is trying. You know, he's trying his best. He's got a kid now. He's a dad.
Yeah.
You know,
he's gonna attempt to make some mistakes. He's losing more sleep. You know?
Yeah, so that's what this segment is designed for. We actually have no idea what the other person wants to talk about for this segment. For Humans Go Hard.
I don't have any idea yet. So you go first.
Okay, all right. I mentioned before we started recording, that this is something that I've talked about before.
Yeah.
And I talk about a lot. And it's gotten to the point where you actually have to sit me down once. It's like, why you keep on talking about this?
Okay, I don't remember.
think you know where it's going.
Start it off. I'll try to guess.
Motherfucking Jon Favreau. I have to talk about Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau's my boy. I do not like any ill-worded comments against my boy.
I just want to highlight
Elf, Iron Man, The Mandalorian.
No, you're taking my scene. You're taking my scene.
The Chef.
You're taking my scene.
My boy go hard.
Let me do it.
Okay.
Let me fucking do it. I wanted to talk about Jon Favreau.
Okay.
Let me talk about motherfucking Jon Favreau, alright? You know, this is something I'm passionate about. You think I'm fucking playing around. Let me tell you something. That people in the public don't know. My Venmo receipts for about 6 months, all they were me talking about why Jon Favreau is such a cool fucking dude like 4 or 5 years ago. I've been talking about this dude.
4 or 5 years
Sorry, 3-4 years ago.
He's making The Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I've been talking about Jon Favreau
Grogu
being so fucking dope for so long.
Yeah.
And the reason why I want to bring this up, because I don't know if you've seen this, but Disney just released the roadmap of the amount of films they're doing.
Oh,
they're doing Moon Knight. We're having another Ant-Man and the Wasp film.
Oh, more of those. Yeah.
Guardian of the Galaxy is doing their holiday special where
that one. Holiday special.
They're doing Secret Wars, man. They're doing the invasion of the fucking Skrull.
I don't see your problem here.
There's no problem.
Okay.
That's what I'm fucking saying. It's humans go hard.
Oh,
And the
I
reason
got you.
I want to bring this up. It's because of motherfucking Jon Favreau.
All right,
Yo,
okay.
like,
I just heard Jon Favreau and I got extra defensive.
No,
I totally
no,
blacked out what we were talking about.
I will
Okay,
defend Jon
respect.
Favreau until the day I
Respect.
die, and
Okay,
hope
bring
that
it
my
here. Bring it
generations
here.
after me will then defend it. Because you need to understand, if you don't know who Jon Favreau is, he is one of the most important players in all of entertainment right now.
Like, he's so talented, he made Vince Vaughn famous.
That's a hard thing to do, man.
And I like him now. Like I'll defend Vince Vaughn. Like,
But
Jon Favreau did that.
There's a reason why you gotta defend him now.
Because of Jon Favreau.
So good. Jon Favreau, sick as fuck. Like you said, he was the reason why Iron Man got fucking greenlit. He's the one who's responsible for writing the majority of The Mandalorian. You know, the director gets a lot of fucking credit for making the shots, but Jon Favreau is writing a lot of that shit. Jon Favreau is a renowned chef. The dude, beignets, like, I know beignets were super dope in Princess of the Frog. Jon Favreau has a whole movie where the entire premise is just him making beignets with his son.
With John Leguizamo.
And it's like, that is like, I want to perfect beignets just because of that man. The dude's name fucking Happy for a reason in Iron Man.
Yeah.
And it's like, the thing about this man is, again, one of the most important people in entertainment. Like, to this day, he has a legacy and whatnot. Like, they should actually put a statue of Jon Favreau in all the Disneyland locations. I think that's a petition that should be signed.
I will sign it.
It's because he deserves it. Considering...
Let's start the petition right now. Go to change.org. What's the website called?
Change.org. Put Jon Favreau in every inch of every Disneyland park. He deserves it.
He deserves it.
Like, if you think about it, this man has created, like, hundreds of billions of dollars of revenue. The entirety of the Avengers would not have existed if it wasn't for Jon Favreau pushing
Yeah, he
Iron
really
Man.
pioneered it.
You know, Star Wars...
He had a fight to get RDJ into it, too.
and, like, now Star Wars is cool again because of The Mandalorian. And it's
Yeah,
because of fucking Jon Favreau, man.
I grew up never caring about Star Wars, and now I'm like, oh my god, like, Ahsoka Tano, so excited.
Oh, I'll get that into it later. But I'm a humongous Star Wars fan, for those, like, just to let you know. But again, it just astonishes me because in reality, like, it's cool to be a nerd now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
and we were OG nerds in the day we were
OG
born.
nerds for a long time,
yeah.
you know, not to fucking flutter on cards, but like, we've been OG nerds for a long ass time.
I've been
and,
a nerd before it was popular.
Like, I can talk about comic books, I can talk about Star Wars, and it's like, that's such an integral part of, like, my upbringing and whatnot, and I gotta contribute it to Jon fucking Favreau, man.
Yeah.
And that's why he's my fucking candidate for this week's episode of Humans Go Hard, because not only is the dude just a great fucking writer and visionary, but he's made being a nerd fucking cool, and like, being a nerd is even cooler with all the new stuff that's coming out, and I'm just fucking so excited.
You know, the reason why I like him, and it's like a serious reason, is because, like, you know, I like to, like, experiment with all forms of art, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I pick up things pretty easily as when it comes to creativity, but, like, I like to do so many things where I'm like a jack of all trades but master of none, right? And, like, you know, as a director, as his role, you know, like, he's controlling hundreds of people while doing multiple projects at the same time, you know?
I
like,
mean, if we look at it, like, you know, like the scene from what was the most recent Avengers movie? I forget the name of it. Endgame. Why?
Endgame.
How could I forget that? You know, like the scene where everyone comes collective. Like,
man,
that's what
almost
John.
said Age of Ultron.
But-
Josh Whedon, the wrong guy. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, like in that scene where like everyone shows up again after like being wished back in, and
Hella goosebumps, dude.
Yeah, but like that's what Jon Favreau is essentially doing for the entertainment industry,
Yeah.
where he's just gathering the best people across the world
Yeah,
and
the
just
maestro,
creating
you know?
fucking
Yeah.
magic after magic, man.
That's that level I'm trying to get on. Like, real
Yeah.
shit. For real.
Like that's a level of ambition that I can't even fucking imagine.
Yeah.
So, you know, fucking much love to Jon Favreau.
Boy, it probably doesn't even have time to fart after all the little fucking sandwiches he be eating, dude.
You know
He
what's
works so hard.
wild? Is that like his farts are probably like 10,000 a piece too. Like each one that comes out with the amount of money he generates for
You know what he should do is like bottle them and sell them like Belle Delphine. Is that
Like
her
her
name?
bathwater?
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. I'll buy it. I will buy it. I won't open it, not because I don't want to smell it. If anything, I have to like hold myself back from opening it, but like it's just to treasure it, just to know what's in that glass. You can't see it with your eyes, but like there's some
It's a
Genius.
piece of history. It's
There's some burritos
It's like,
in there.
you know, like the little piece of pavement that we have.
Our little
from,
Disney thing?
Yeah, from Tomorrowland, from
Yeah.
Disneyland. We have one of the pins. You know, that would be, you know, your little piece of the legacy.
Yeah. I guess now that I have this near me, humans go hard. Why? Because beer, mead. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to survive on month-long journeys in the ocean because of booze. There was food in it. I mean, like, sure, it dehydrated you and shit like that, but you're able to survive month-long journeys because water would spoil. You can't drink the ocean water. And food will spoil. You couldn't eat any more of the food that you're eating. So you're out there, you know, killing and pillaging with, you know, not electrolytes,
But carbohydrates.
plenty of carbohydrates. Fills your stomach, you know, sure, you get a lot of water, you pee even more of it out, so I don't know how they survived for so long. Maybe that's why pirates still don't exist anymore. But, except for, like, I am the captain now. But, yeah, I don't have as an illustrious story to give you, but humans go hard.
You know what? And actually going and jumping off of that,
I can't show the logo myself.
shout out to beer and mead. Fun fact of the day.
Okay.
Writing is actually, you know, one of the major attributions to why humans have created writing in general is actually for a beer recipe.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Fucking, there's
We
super...
created words.
Yeah, we,
Uh-huh.
you know, written history. Shout out to you know, to beer and to mead. You know, they say that alcoholics are not productive. Fuck that. They created writing technically, because so the way it worked is that like old
Look
stuff
at F. Scott
happens-
Fitzgerald, like one of the most famous writers of all time.
Yeah,
Fucking raging alcoholic.
Fuck, what was the guy from Britain in World War II? Winston Churchill.
Oh,
Raging fucking alcoholic.
didn't know that about him.
Drank whiskey all the fucking time.
Robert Downey Jr. before he got his life together and did Iron Man with Jon Favreau. Raging alcoholic.
Inspiration, kids.
You too can be great like us.
You just need
Or Jon Favreau. I spilled all over myself.
you just need a crippling habit in order to, you know, get there. But, you know, character development and how all that works.
You'll be like the phoenix rising from the ashes of your many, many years of fails and undesirable moments you don't want to remember.
But those ashes are more hangovers that are very debilitating and, you know, require a lot of cold showers and Gatorade.
Yeah, but at the same time, it birthed this show. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, this is what the creation kind of came to be. You know, enjoy the buzz, as our tagline states. You know, we're trying to enjoy the good times as well as the come downs as much as possible.
But not the downs.
Not the downs. They may be, you know, bad situations at the time, but thinking back on them, they're just stories we're able to trade back and forth and have a good time just hearing about them and laughing about
And that's
dumb
an
situations.
incredible spot, I think, to close our first episode,
Yeah,
you know?
so we thank you so much.
Thank you. And one more, like, can we get an applause for our producer coming to the camera real quick?
Yes, our producer has been helping us out the entire time, as you've seen earlier in the show. This is Malcolm, our producer. Any words, Malcolm?
No words.
Malcolm! Alright, this was a lot of fun, you guys. Any closing statements?
Statements don't need to be closed. That's all I got, honestly. Have nothing to say.
I'm with it, yep. This is not a closing end. This is... See you later.
We'll catch you next week.
Oh man, you did it so much cooler than I am. Okay. Than I am, than I did. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that sketch, bro. Like, who's gonna buy anything in this bag?
I mean, shit, it's like, I explained everything in this bag. I explained it. I did that like a minute ago. Come on, bro. Like, it's useful.
I'm not with it.
Dog.
I'm sorry, bro. Nah.
Dog.
Back to the drawing board.
Dog!
Hey, yo, does anyone have a straw?
Fucking got him with that bag. I told you that shit was useful! Drink. Is this your French?